the goal of the director is to increase the profitability for the farmers throughout their areas, right? And so we take that very seriously, and you as soybean farmers should make your voice heard.
Hi, I'm Brownfield anchor reporter Brent Barnett, and welcome back to the Soybean Bulletin, a content partnership with the Iowa Soybean Association. Joining us here on the program is ISA Director Sam Showalter. Sam, thanks for being here with us. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Good to be here.
Yeah, thanks for joining us here. You might tell the listeners some of your farming background in your area of Iowa and some of the work that you do there.
Yeah, for sure. So my name is Sam Showalter. I'm a farmer from Hampton, Iowa, up in the north central part of the state. We raise soybeans, corn, and then I also contract feed, contract finished pigs with a swine integrator.
How's things been going for you and your family on the farm?
Things are going well. I farm with my dad and my cousin and my brother, and then obviously my wife Laura. So we've got a multi-generational farm, and we're excited for the 2025 growing season here.
Sam, kind of our focus here on the show today is about the ISA director elections and the importance of that. What are some of your preliminary thoughts when you hear that topic?
Yeah, so for sure, the ISA organization is funded and managed by soybean farmers in Iowa. So all the farmers that kind of give direction to the organization are elected by their fellow soybean farmers throughout the state. And so we've got this election here for new directors in the month of June, and we want as many farmers to vote, and because that's a way to make your voice heard. So as many people, we want as many people to vote for these elections as possible.
Talk about the role of the director. Obviously, you have some work there and some experience.
Yeah.
What do the directors manage?
So they manage predominantly checkoff dollars. So as a soybean farmer, you pay into the checkoff program, and then the farmers that are elected help to allocate those checkoff funds to programming areas that increase profitability for the soybean farmers in Iowa.
What program opportunities are out there for farmers?
Yeah, so there's a bunch within ISA. They cut a pretty wide swath throughout the state of Iowa, whether it's from policy programs, communication programs, educational opportunities. There's a ton. So personally, that's kind of what got me interested in the Iowa Soybean Association, as I participated in what we call the experience class, and that just kind of gave a broad overview of the checkoff as a whole and our organization as a whole. There's also what we call the grassroots fellowship, where it's more of a policy focused group. They learn the ins and outs of how ISA supports different policies that impact soybean farmers here in Iowa and the U.S.
What's been your experience like so far as a director?
Yeah, so I'm almost done with my second year as a director here in my first term, and it's been great. It's kind of baptism by fire at the beginning. Obviously, there's no shortage of issues that are affecting our industry right now, but it's very interesting, and it feels really good to give back and help hopefully have a positive impact for soybean growers.
So whenever you're working in your district, do you get to meet with farmers and have those conversations about important issues that are impacting them?
Yeah, so there's a few different district meetings throughout the year that we typically have fairly decent attendance at, because like I said, there are no shortage of issues that are impacting us, and so absolutely those are great opportunities to network with different growers throughout the North Central District too.
What would you say to any other maybe younger beginning farmers that would be interested in working with ISA and would like to maybe pursue like this type of a position that you're kind of currently in?
Yeah. So I would encourage them to reach out. Like I said, there's multiple different program areas. I touched on a couple that I personally participated in before I ran for and was elected to be a director. But there's programming areas for college students. There's research opportunities to work with our research team there at ISA. So we've got a great producer services staff, and you can get as much information as you want about and who to contact on the Iowa Soybean Association website. And they can, if you reach out to the producer services team, they'll help you get involved in any capacity that you would like to.
This work as a director, Sam, does it give you a different lens when you're doing the work on your farm, that you get to speak with all these different producers and hear about some of their work that they're going through and what's on their mind?
Absolutely. It's a great organization in that aspect because there's 9 different crop reporting districts in Iowa, and there's directors from all 9 crop reporting districts. So I get to network with farmers from far down southeast Iowa or southwest Iowa, and it's different farming down there from some of the things we do up in the northern part of the state. So it's fun to bounce ideas off of them and kind of opens your horizon to things of that nature as well.
Sam, as we kind of close out the segment here, what would be some final thoughts you pass along to the viewers and listeners, just the importance of being a director with ISA?
Yeah, so I think it's mainly just you want to be good stewards of the checkoff dollars as a whole. I think all of us are. The goal of a director is to increase the profitability for the farmers throughout their areas, right? And so we take that very seriously. And you as soybean farmers should make your voice heard. I think the people that I work with on the Iowa Soybean Association Board of Directors are great advocates for their fellow farmers from their different parts of the state, and hopefully we have some great future farmers that are willing to lend their voices as well.
Very good. Well, hey, thanks so much for coming on the program here, and best of luck to you and your family this year in 2025 on the farm.
Yeah, thank you. It was good to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, that's Iowa farmer Sam Showalter joining us here on the Soybean Bulletin, a content partnership with the Iowa Soybean Association. Thanks for joining us here. I'm Brent Barnett with Brownfield Ag News.